Let me ask you something that most doctors don't. What did you eat for breakfast this morning? Because if you're over 60, what's on your plate might matter more than what's in your medicine cabinet. I've seen it too many times. A patient walks in, frustrated. They've been walking more. They've even tried those little resistance bands, but they still feel tired, wobbly, and weak. And when I ask them what they've been eating, their faces go blank. I don't really eat much, just some toast and coffee. A little fruit here and there, and that's the problem. Muscle doesn't grow from movement alone. Muscle needs fuel. Muscle needs building blocks. Muscle needs food real, strategic food. And if we're not giving it that, then no exercise plan, no supplement, no doctor can do the work for us. But here's the good news. You can eat your way back to strength. You don't need to starve. You don't need to eat like a bodybuilder. You just need to eat with intention a little more of the right things at the right time, because food, it is not just energy, it's information. What you eat tells your muscles what to do. It tells your hormones how to behave. It tells your body whether to grow stronger or slowly break down. So if you're ready to take back control, not through fads, not through fear, but through your fork, this video is for you. Comment below. What's one food you eat every week, and do you know if it's helping or hurting your muscles? Let's find out together. Number 1, understand the role of protein. Not just quantity, but quality. Let's clear something up right now. Protein isn't just for athletes. It's your lifeline after 60. Muscles don't grow from air, from vitamins, or even from movement alone. They grow when your body has the raw material it needs, and that material is protein. But here's the part most people don't know. After age 60, your body gets less efficient at using protein. What does that mean? It means you could be eating the same amount you did at 40, but your body absorbs less and uses it slower. That's why older adults actually need more protein per pound of body weight than younger people do. According to the National Institutes of Health, many seniors need at least 1.2 grams of protein per kilogram of body weight per day. That's around 80 to 90 grams of protein daily for the average older adult. But it's not just about total grams. It's about how you spread it out. Too many older adults eat all their protein at dinner and start the day with just toast or tea. That's like trying to build a house but only delivering bricks once a day. Muscles need steady signals. They need protein throughout the day: breakfast, lunch, dinner. And let's talk about quality. The best proteins for muscle repair are complete proteins, meaning they contain all 9 essential amino acids. Examples include eggs, chicken breast, Greek yogurt, tofu, lean beef, quinoa, fish like salmon and tuna. One amino acid in particular, leucine, plays a powerful role. It acts like a light switch. Once your body gets enough leucine, it flips on the muscle-building process. And where do you find leucine? Mostly in animal proteins, but also in soybeans, and some grains like quinoa. So what can you do today? Start small. Add an egg to your breakfast. Choose Greek yogurt over flavored pudding. Include a palm-sized piece of chicken or beans at lunch, because every bite of high-quality protein is like laying a brick to rebuild your strength. Comment below. Do you think you're getting enough protein right now? If not, what might be missing? Let's talk about it, because this one change could transform your entire comeback. Number 2, the power of timing. Why when you eat matters as much as what you eat. Most people think nutrition is just about what you eat, but there's another piece of the puzzle that's just as important and often overlooked. When you eat, it's called nutrient timing, and for older adults trying to preserve or rebuild muscle, it can make the difference between getting stronger or slowly getting weaker, even when you're doing everything else right. Let me explain why. Your body builds in windows, not all day. Imagine your muscles are like a construction site. They don't build 24/7. They build when the right tools and materials arrive at the right time. When you eat protein, especially high-quality protein with leucine, you send a signal to your body, it's time to start building, but that signal only lasts for a few hours. If you wait too long between meals or eat all your protein in one sitting, you're missing multiple chances to support muscle growth throughout the day. That's why spacing out your protein is so important. A strong body after 60 isn't built from one big steak at dinner. It's built from 3 solid meals a day each with at least 20 to 30 grams of protein. Start strong in the morning. The biggest mistake I see in older adults skipping breakfast or eating something light like toast, coffee, or juice. But after fasting all night, your body wakes up hungry for amino acids. If you skip protein in the morning, you delay muscle building until noon and you lose hours of repair time. Instead, start the day with 1 or 2 eggs, a cup of Greek yogurt, a protein smoothie with fruit, even peanut butter on whole grain toast. Give your body a signal to build right away. Don't skip lunch, it anchors your day. Lunch is often rushed or skipped entirely, but this is the anchor meal that keeps your energy and muscle synthesis stable until evening. Aim for a palm-sized portion of grilled chicken, tuna salad, lentils, turkey breast, or tofu stir-fry. Pair it with fiber-rich carbs like brown rice or quinoa and some healthy fat like avocado or olive oil. Lunch isn't just filler. It's a critical checkpoint for your muscles. Evening meals recovery time, not overload time. Dinner is often where people overcompensate. They load up on protein, thinking it'll make up for the day. But by nighttime, your body's building process is slower and large meals may go unused. So yes, eat protein at dinner, but don't overload. Instead, grilled salmon, baked tofu, lean beef, cottage cheese, a glass of warm milk before bed. These are great choices for overnight muscle repair. Without overtaxing digestion, consistency over perfection, you don't need to be perfect. You don't need to eat every meal at the exact same time each day, but your body loves rhythm. When you eat protein consistently every 5 to 6 hours, you keep your muscle-building machinery switched on. This is especially important for seniors who eat less due to medications, fatigue, or low appetite. If that's you, focus on small, frequent meals and don't go more than 5 hours without giving your muscles something to work with. Timing plus resistance, cool, real results. Timing your meals right is powerful, but the magic happens when you combine nutrition with action. Let's say you eat a protein-rich breakfast and then follow it with 5 minutes of sit-to-stand exercises. That combo sends a double signal to your muscles. We're fed and we're active. Let's grow. That's how you build a comeback, one meal and one motion at a time. Comment below, what time of day do you usually eat your biggest meal and does it include protein? Let's take a closer look at your timing and help you turn food into fuel that fights muscle loss. Because it's not just what you eat, it's also when you eat it. That helps keep you strong. Number 3, muscle-supporting foods you should eat every week. Let's make this practical. Because all the knowledge in the world means nothing if you don't know what to put on your plate. So here it is, a list of real, everyday foods that support muscle health, energy, and recovery, especially for those of us over 60. These are not exotic, not expensive, not hard to prepare. They're simple, they're powerful, and they work when used consistently. 1. Eggs, nature's perfect protein. One large egg contains about 6 grams of complete protein, including all 9 essential amino acids, especially leucine, the key to muscle growth. They're affordable, versatile, and easy to digest. Scrambled, boiled, poached, however you like them. Best of all, you can eat them daily without harm for most healthy seniors. 2. Salmon, the anti-inflammatory powerhouse. Packed with high-quality protein and omega-3 fatty acids, salmon helps reduce muscle inflammation and supports joint health. Omega-3s also improve muscle protein synthesis, especially when combined with resistance exercises. Don't like salmon? Try tuna, mackerel, or sardines. 3. Greek yogurt, Double dose protein, plus probiotics. Greek yogurt has twice the protein of regular yogurt, and it's rich in casein, a slow-digesting protein that's perfect before bed. It also supports gut health, which affects nutrient absorption, a huge factor for muscle building. Choose the plain, unsweetened kind, and add fresh fruit or nuts. 4. Beans and lentils, the plant-based power pack. Beans are full of plant protein, fiber, iron, and magnesium nutrients crucial for strength, energy, and circulation. Great for seniors who want to cut down on meat without losing protein quality. Black beans, lentils, chickpeas, toss them in salads, soups, or wraps. 5. Chicken breast, lean, reliable, muscle-friendly. Skinless chicken breast is high in lean protein, low in saturated fat, and incredibly versatile in any meal plan. Just 3 ounces give you around 25 grams of protein, the perfect base for lunch or dinner. Grill it, roast it, stir-fry it, just avoid deep frying. 6. Cottage cheese, slow-burn muscle fuel. Low-fat cottage cheese contains both whey and casein, a fast and slow protein combo, ideal for recovery. It also provides calcium and vitamin B12, which support nerve and muscle function. Add fruit for flavor or a dash of cinnamon. 7. Nuts and seeds, small but mighty. Almonds, walnuts, chia seeds, flax seeds. They deliver healthy fats, protein, and anti-inflammatory compounds, perfect as snacks or toppings. Tip: watch portion size. 1 handful is enough, they're calorie dense. 8. Quinoa, the muscle grain. Unlike many grains, quinoa is a complete protein, containing all essential amino acids, and it's gluten-free. It also delivers magnesium and iron, essential for oxygen delivery to muscles. Use it as a base instead of white rice or pasta. 9. Water. Yes, water builds muscle too. Dehydration leads to muscle cramps, fatigue, and poor protein utilization. Most older adults don't drink enough. Aim for 8 to 10 cups per day. More if you're active. Flavor with lemon, cucumber, or mint, but keep it simple and steady. How to start today. You don't have to overhaul everything. Just add 1 or 2 of these foods this week. For example, breakfast eggs or Greek yogurt. Lunch quinoa plus chicken. Snack, handful of almonds. Dinner salmon plus beans. Small changes, repeated often, create lasting strength. Comment below. Which one of these foods are you already eating, and which one will you try this week? Your plate is your power. Let's use it wisely. Number 4. Nutrients you're probably missing that hurt your muscles. You may be eating enough protein. You may even be exercising regularly. But if you're still feeling weak, slow, or unsteady, there might be another issue: hidden nutrient deficiencies. As we age, our bodies absorb certain vitamins and minerals less efficiently, and these silent shortages can quietly sabotage your strength, even if you're doing everything else right. So let's take a look at the 4 most commonly missed nutrients in older adults and why they matter so much for muscle health. 1. Vitamin D, the muscle activator. Vitamin D isn't just for bones. It plays a critical role in muscle contraction and balance. Low levels have been linked to muscle weakness, falls, poor recovery from exercise. And here's the kicker. Over 50% of older Americans are deficient, especially those who stay indoors or live in cloudy areas. What helps: sunlight, 15 to 30 minutes daily, arms and face exposed, fatty fish like salmon and tuna, fortified milk or orange juice. Vitamin D3 supplements only if prescribed. Ask your doctor to check your levels, and don't guess. Vitamin D affects more than you think. 2. Vitamin B12, the nerve protector. Without B12, your muscles don't get clear signals from your brain. You might feel tingling, numbness, poor coordination, unsteady legs. Older adults often have trouble absorbing B12 from food, especially if they take acid-reducing medications. What helps? Eggs, dairy, fish, fortified cereals, or sublingual under-the-tongue B12 supplements. Don't ignore nerve symptoms. They often show up before strength loss. 3. Magnesium, the cramp preventer. Magnesium supports muscle relaxation and recovery. Low levels can lead to muscle cramps. Fatigue, insomnia, weak grip strength. Common causes of magnesium loss: diuretics, high blood sugar, alcohol, stress. What helps? Leafy green spinach, Swiss chard, pumpkin seeds, almonds, whole grains, beans. Magnesium is a quiet hero. Keep it in your toolbox. 4. Iron, the oxygen carrier. Iron helps deliver oxygen to your muscles. Without it, even light movement can feel exhausting. Older adults, especially women and those with digestive issues, are at risk of low iron. Look for signs like pale skin, cold hands, shortness of breath, fatigue. What helps? Red meat, lean cuts, spinach, lentils, iron-fortified cereals. Pair iron-rich foods with vitamin C like citrus or bell peppers to boost absorption. These nutrients don't work alone. They support every rep, every step, every signal in your body. And missing even one of them can create frustrating plateaus in your recovery. But here's the good news. You don't need to memorize biochemistry. You just need to eat real, varied food consistently and check with your doctor for blood tests once a year. Comment below. Have you ever been told you were low in vitamin D, B12, or iron? What symptoms did you notice? Let's open the conversation, because understanding your body is the first step to strengthening it. Number 5. What to avoid: foods that make muscle loss. Worse, we've talked a lot about what to add to your plate, but sometimes the real progress comes from knowing what to take off. Because certain foods, even ones we grew up eating, can actually make it harder to build or keep muscle. They create inflammation, interfere with protein absorption, or simply replace real nutrition with empty calories. So if you're working to regain strength after 60, these are the foods I ask my patients to seriously cut back on. 1. Sugary snacks and drinks, cookies, cakes, donuts, soda, sweetened coffee. Sugar triggers chronic inflammation, which directly slows down muscle repair and weakens immune function. And sugary drinks don't just add calories, they spike insulin, increase belly fat, and provide zero nutrients. Try this instead. Swap soda for sparkling water with lemon. Replace dessert with berries or Greek yogurt with cinnamon. 2. Highly processed meats, bacon, hot dogs, sausage, deli meats. These are loaded with sodium, preservatives, and unhealthy fats. They've been linked to muscle degradation, high blood pressure, inflammation in older adults. Instead, choose fresh, lean meats like chicken breast or turkey, or go plant-based a few days a week with beans and tofu. 3. Fried and fast food, French fries, fried chicken, onion rings, drive-through meals. These meals are high in trans fats and oxidized oils, which promote inflammation and cellular stress. They also replace nutrient-dense meals, leaving muscles starving for what they really need. Try this: bake instead of fry. Cook at home more often, even simple meals. Choose olive oil over vegetable blends. 4. Alcohol in excess, a glass of wine. No problem, but regular heavy drinking, it interferes with protein synthesis. Hormone balance, sleep quality, which is vital for recovery. More than one drink per day can tip the scale toward muscle breakdown, not growth. Instead, drink water between sips. Try non-alcoholic options during the week. Use herbal teas for digestion and relaxation. 5. Low-protein snack foods, white bread, crackers, pretzels, chips. They fill you up without feeding your muscles, and they often take the place of real, nourishing foods. These empty carbs spike your blood sugar, then leave you tired, weak, and craving more. Instead, snack on hard-boiled eggs, cottage cheese, or nuts. Replace white bread with whole grain versions. Include celebrations and cravings, and that's okay. But now you know what slows your progress. And that awareness is power. Small swaps, consistent steps, better results. Comment below. What's one food on this list that you eat often, and how might you start replacing it? Let's get real about what's holding us back so we can move forward. Stronger than ever. Let's shift gears for a moment, because when we talk about muscle strength, we're not just talking about how much you can lift. We're talking about how well you can stay on your feet. And for millions of older Americans, that's not something they take for granted. According to the Centers for Disease Control and Prevention, 1 in 4 adults over age 65 falls every year in the United States. And of those falls, many lead to hip fractures, head injuries, hospital stays, loss of independence. But here's the most heartbreaking part. Most of those falls are preventable. They don't happen because someone is clumsy or old. They happen because of weakness, imbalance, and underfueled muscles. Let's unpack the real reasons older adults fall and what we can do to reduce the risk. 1. Muscle weakness and slow reaction time. As we lose muscle, our stabilizing muscles shrink, especially in the hips, thighs, and calves. These are the very muscles that keep us upright when we trip, turn, or shift weight quickly. If those muscles are underused or undernourished, they don't respond fast enough to prevent a fall. That's why we need consistent resistance training. Protein-rich meals to maintain and build muscle. Simple balance drills like standing on one foot near a counter. 2. Poor vision and slow visual processing. Falls aren't always about the legs. Sometimes it's the eyes. As we age, visual sharpness and depth perception decline. And if we don't wear the right glasses or skip eye checkups, we may not see that uneven sidewalk or rug edge in time. What helps regular eye exams? Keeping walkways well lit. Removing visual clutter from the floor. 3. Unsafe footwear and home hazards. Flimsy slippers, loose rugs, dim hallways. They seem minor until they cause a major fall. Do this today. Throw out slippers without heel support. Add nightlights to hallways and bathrooms. Secure or remove loose rugs. 4. Medications that affect balance. Some prescriptions, especially those for blood pressure, sleep, or anxiety, can cause dizziness, low blood pressure, or sedation. That doesn't mean you should stop them, but it does mean you should talk to your doctor about how they affect your balance. 5. Lack of muscle recovery. Muscles that are underfed or chronically inflamed don't repair well. So even if you're doing everything right, if your diet lacks key nutrients like protein, vitamin D, and magnesium, your legs may still feel unstable. Want to cut your fall risk in half? Start here, protein-rich meals 3 times a day. 10 minutes of resistance movement daily. Balance practice heel-to-toe walk, 1 leg stands. Home safety checks every month. Stay hydrated and avoid long fasting periods. Falling isn't just dangerous, it's frightening. It steals confidence and independence. But you are not powerless. You are not too old. And you are not fragile. With the right fuel, right movement, and right awareness, you can stand strong again. Comment below, what's one small thing you'll change this week to reduce your fall risk? Better shoes, more protein. Asking someone to check your hallway. Let's keep each other upright in every sense of the word. By now, you've learned a lot, not just about food, but about your body's ability to respond, to rebuild, to come back stronger no matter your age. You've seen that the real power isn't in a pill. It's in your plate. It's in your choices. It's in your quiet, consistent effort. Because muscle is not just about strength, it's about freedom, it's about balance. It's about being able to stand tall, carry groceries, open jars, get off the floor, or dance with your grandkids. But what if the real danger isn't just weak muscles, but what happens when those muscles fail to protect you from a fall? That's where we're going next. Because in our next video, we're diving deep into why so many older adults fall and more importantly, how to prevent it. You'll learn the hidden risks that lead to sudden falls. What foods and movements reduce fall risk? How to build daily habits that help you stay upright and independent. This could be the most important 15 minutes you spend this week, not just for you, but for someone you love. Comment below, what's one meal you're excited to try this week, one that truly supports your strength? Let's celebrate real food, real change, and real momentum together, because you are not done. You are not weak, and your story is just beginning.